All right, I thought I was done with this thing, but then I got an idea of a different way to do it. And so, I'm gonna do it that way. Actually, I suppose that's not quite correct. Rather, I'm gonna do it the original way I do it and the way most people do it. Except, I'm going to add an announcement. So, as anyone that follows the channel is aware, I started a Patreon to kind of hope to support this thing. Now, fortunately, because the channel does not pay me a living wage, even living in a van, I got a job lined up, which is a good opportunity. It's a good opportunity for me to get some training in, especially in preparation for the nose come this May. But in the meantime, I also have this Patreon thing. I've been trying to figure out what to put on the Patreon. And I don't know why I'm really asking this question to myself, because like I have so much more climbing on video than what gets shown on the channel. So I figured things like this, plumber's crack. So I've done just about every variation I can think of with this thing, other than maybe inverting the off width, which I did do the off width. I've gone up, this is the north side, I've gone up the south side both ways, went up the center both ways, did the off width, which is normally wide back on the south side. And I gotta film all that. Why not throw that on the Patreon? I ran a projecting climbing series a few years ago. And I enjoy filming that stuff for myself anyway, because it allows you to take notes about what you're doing. I can remember where the hell I put my feet. It's usually a big one. Anyway, why not throw that in the Patreon? I do boulder. I kind of feel bouldering is like a necessary component of climbing. I mean, it's really how you, aside from cross training, how you develop power, how you develop good technique. And then there's also highball stuff like this, which, like, I can learn how to chimney climb or learn how to off width. Why not put that in the channel? So, the other thing too is, like, if I'm climbing trad, you're generally switching leads. So I'm not leading everything a lot of the time. I mean, there's exceptions. Good exception. Epinephrine, Armatron, which I just finished. And, oh, I think I led like all the major pitches on Sour Mash too, but in any case, I think I am just going to keep the stuff that I lead for the channel, rock, and the stuff I follow, I'm going to put up on the Patreon page, so Patreon supporters can absolutely see every pitch of a climb if they were so to choose. But that way, and beautiful thing right now, I have so much content on video that even if I just were to use the pitches that I lead for the channel, if I posted twice a week, I probably still have like, oh, I don't know, 4 months of content. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. It's also cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna start with that for the Patreon. I'm also, oddly enough, gained an interest in writing, or at least writing about these experiences that I've had. And why not use the Patreon page as a way of like blogging about that, documenting it? You know, see no harm with that. So anyway, that just really worked itself out real well. I totally didn't plan that as far as timing. That's what we're gonna do. If you want to see all the other variations of this climb, check out the Patreon page. Become a supporter. I would totally appreciate it, and I'll do my best to do my part and provide some good content. Thanks, guys.